Hey, sorry we were late. I had to look on IMDb for a mystery Cobra Kai actor. I was being I was being extremely stubborn, and I still didn't find him. So, uh, welcome to this sort of impromptu live stream here with me and Mr. Alex Green from the Whitecloaks. How are you, sir?
Doing well yourself?
Good, man. Long overdue. I know we've been trying to do this for a while. I'm glad we just finally decided to say screw it and just do it and hang out, right? It's been a long time.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so we were talking Cobra Kai. We are talking about doing like a full on Cobra Kai stream, but no tank top Nosferatu. Sorry, brother, not today. They're all being washed, my friend. What can I say? Maybe next time, but thanks for showing up, Nosferatu. Jaden's here. Lady Bellfire, hello. The shed that shouldn't be. Uh, on the walls, protecting against the whammon of Whammonethrin. Thank you, sir, as always. Um, but we're talking about Cobra Kai. We're talking about doing a Cobra Kai thing. We both binged it, and but we sort of thought about it, and I know everybody wasn't in a position to uh, binge the whole thing like us. So we'll probably talk a little Cobra Kai. I'm sure we're gonna talk some Rings of Power because I haven't got your your opinion on the fail battle. I don't know if you saw that stream, the fail battle stream, but yeah, I'd like to get your opinion about what's worse, Wheel of Time or Rings of Power. So I'm sure we'll broach that subject. Uh, Salty, thank you for being a member for 2 months as a Dragon Sword level. I love Rafe Judkins. Well, uh, you must be drunk. How many bottles of wine in are you, my friend? So, but yeah. So what have you been up to, man? How are things going on? I know you had some time off here, so that's great.
Yeah,
What's up?
things are going good. I might actually be at home for longer than 4 days, which it's rare for me.
Yeah,
So
right.
I'm
Well, yeah.
trying to get some of the YouTube stuff done. I have not watched your fail competition video yet. I have it saved for my morning run tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to it. Actually,
It actually was pretty cool. We had a good discussion. I was hoping, obviously Pips is on vacation, but I was hoping to get you guys on and just do that whole thing again. I think it would be a fun thing exercise once Rings of Power is actually done. Um, but it is making up ground fast. Well, I mean, let's just. What do you think? What do you think, in your opinion? Which is worse at this point? I know we're only at two, or I'm now sorry, 3 episodes of Rings of Power, but at this point right now, uh, where you stand? What's worse, Wheel of Time or Rings of Power?
this is going to sound like cheating, but I'm serious when I say it. They are equally bad, but for very different reasons.
Okay,
Um,
elaborate.
so, Rings of Power has professional looking CGI. It has, for the most part, professional looking sets. It has, for the most part, from a technical level, everything looks good. The problem that it has is its script and its story is not only is it dog shit, it's boring dog shit. Whereas the Wheel of Time, at least the first time through it, it was dog shit. But they kept enough of Robert Jordan's plot that you could, the major events were happening. It started in the Two Rivers, it ended at Tarwin's Gap. Everything in the middle was fucked. But that's better than the absolute nothingness that is occurring in Rings of Power.
Yeah, it's just boring, right? I mean, like there's no like they don't there's no attention to detail. It's just pure boredom, like falling asleep, and then just the backlash from obviously running that playbook, calling everybody racist. I haven't really paid attention to what they're calling everybody post episode 3, but this episode just like because I remember just during that stream, I was definitely leaning Wheel of Time. I still am, just because of my attachment to the material, I think. But rapid steps in the freaking uh, wrong direction for Rings of Power, because episode 3 was just abysmal, like bad, like I mean, so many levels bad. I mean, and you're right for the most part. At least I agree with you. The CGI for the most part's okay, but then you got that the warg.
Oh my God, what were
Oh,
they doing? Why did they do that like that?
I don't know. I don't know. The warg was just like, what the frick is happening? And then it's just like, this is billions, right? I mean, billions of dollars, and that's what you've produced. And I want to bring up something here because I think this is one of the best things to come out of it. Let me see if I can find this tweet real quick. There it is. This is one of the best things to come out of all of it, and especially our live watch, was this humdinger right here. I don't know if you've seen this, but there you go. You know,
Oh my
because
God.
I mean that, like, I don't like it, the sheer amount of just, because we were watching it all live together, because we do that the live watch thing. Even at midnight, we started to do it. We decided to do it, and we all just lost control when this scene came up, and she just had that weird, goofy smile on her face, and the horse even looked like it was pissed off, and it was just like, and then and then Nerporio, who is the nicest guy on the planet. Like I literally think Nerporio is the nicest guy on the planet, is just laying into it, and it's just like, it's bad when Nerporio's having to go. Uh,
Yeah, I mean, what? Who was that for? What was that trying to tell us? Like,
well, right. It's like, okay, like, besides for everything that was wrong, why did you just go for a ride on the beach? You
I,
just, it's just like that's. Oh, okay. Wait a second. Okay, so Salty's helping me out here. I got wargs in my DMs. Let's see it here. There it is. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Let's share this one. What do you think of it? I saw another one that was really good too. So let's see if we can find that one too. But here, let's chew on this warg shot right here.
is this the Chihuahua one?
No, this is just a picture of the actual bad CGI. I mean, look at that thing.
How did we get worse in
I
20 years? Like the works from the Jackson films were good. I might even say very good, but somehow we're back to this shit.
Here we go. This is an even better one, I think. So that's a good one. This one, let's see. Here's the last, and this is the last one. But it's just, you're right. It's just like gone backwards so far, and it's just like, I don't understand. There you go.
Yeah, the
I saw that. I saw that. You commented on that one. I saw that. I'm like, what is happening?
why would you ever have the whites of its eyes showing? Like if you had just removed that part and given it like yellow eyes, this wouldn't be embarrassing. But the eyeballs, it looks scared and surprised to be here.
It totally took, well, at first, and I don't think, I thought the fight scene was ridiculous. Um,
Idiotic.
it was just, I don't, and let me get this, I got to get this dog off the screen. Um, I thought it was like, how the elves even got there, and then the fact that now they're gonna rise up after being caught. Now they're gonna rise up and try and fight their way out. Like, how did they get caught? They're supposed to be good warriors. They were warriors to begin with, right? So you don't get any of that, and then it just, the fight itself is just bad. And then, like, it ends with the mystery turnaround, and I have an arrow in me that got shot from a predator in the forest line or something. It's like, how did you get shot with it in that angle? It's all mystery, gotcha. You know what I mean? It's just like, why just have him get shot in the back or something? Why do you have to have that pan around to, oh my gosh, you got, just have him get shot in the back?
I have no idea. And the same people that are saying like, oh, you can't criticize like the Galadriel snow troll scene because Legolas did a bunch of like stuff in the movies. My response is, guys, these are elves of the Second Age. Half of these are Noldor elves. These elves would beat Legolas's ass.
Like, I don't
What
even
in
know.
the
So,
fuck are they terrified by orcs?
well,
The orcs gave 50 elves of the Second Age weapons,
yes,
and the
yes,
orcs
yes.
can't
There's
go out into the sunlight, and the elves.
have axes and picks, and I think one of them didn't one of them have a sword too. It's like they have weapons that it's just like, what is happening? Like, I think we all said this, like, they can't go out there. They have weapons. He's got an axe with two blades on it. What, like, why are they even chopping down the trees? I don't know. Is there some sort of lore correlation? I don't know. Let me get to
No,
this
there's
super
none.
chat. Let me. Well, you know better than me. That's why I like talking to you about this stuff, because I know you are deep into all this stuff. Not near. I know. I'm just watching it as a viewer that doesn't know anything, right? I'm just as a So real quick, Lau Hammock for $10. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you as always. Hey guys. Hope you're both doing good this evening. I actually think episode 3 was much better than the first two. I enjoyed the Numenor stuff. And guys, Wheel of Time is much worse. It's not even close. So glad you're enjoying it. I just agree, bro. I mean, not on the Wheel of Time stuff. I mean, I don't know that it's that big of a separation. I still think I'm leaning towards Wheel of Time being worse. But and you know what? Enjoy it, man. I'm glad if you're enjoying it, great. But this is gonna be one of those things I don't get it. But dude, I'm glad you are. Uh, you know, but I definitely think oh 3 was really bad, at least in my opinion. What like how would you rank it in scale of the first 3 episodes? I mean,
So, oh man, see, as much as
it's hard.
it's so uneven. Like that's a lie. I was pretty happy with Elendil. I was pretty happy with Hallbrand. But fucking hell, the hobbits can fucking get bent. The Elrond and the dwarves weren't even in it and operating on the Wheel of Time strategy. The less you're in an episode, the less you're assassinated. Um,
Yeah, right.
Isildur and his made up fucking sister can both fuck off. And Galadriel remains the most unlikable cow in the history of modern television.
Yeah.
Galadriel might pass up Captain Marvel as the least likable protagonist in a multi-million dollar production.
Wait, I mean, the only like, yeah, it's the only time she smiled, like the only time she smiled, or other than some smirk, like I'm better than you smirk, was that horse scene, and it was like, it was totally like she doesn't know how to smile. Like, it's like, do they have you frowning that much that you've forgotten how? Uh, Man, I don't know. I don't know. Doviande say Toby Again. Thank you for being here. I'm in a Five Guys trying to pick up an order, so I can't hear a thing you guys are saying, but wanted to drop by and say hi. Thanks for coming by, man. I appreciate it. But like, so what it was Alendo? Is that what you said? You were
Yeah,
pretty happy with
Elendil.
him. I don't understand him because Galadriel was supposed to be confined to quarters, correct? So why
Confined
would
to the
he?
castle.
So why would he take her out against the queen's orders and have a stroll on the beach, and then take her up into a library to look at all their secret stuff when she is an unknown quantity?
So the and
I'm just curious. I don't know.
this
It
is
seemed very strange to me.
20%. like lore versus 80% show nonsense. But the way that they pitched it was actually, let me take a step back. Okay. Numenor is a star.
Okay.
It's a five-pointed star, and each of the uh, legs of the star is it's kind of its own sort of region, and then
Okay.
there's the big central government in the middle. The leg that Elendil is from is pro-elf, whereas the other four stars and um, the center are anti-elf.
Okay.
So
Very large city, yes? It's a country, right?
yes, yeah, it's pretty big.
So,
Um,
so were you okay with him just knowing where she was going to jump out of a window?
no, I mean that part of it was ridiculous, but I think they tried to play it off as he knew that she would have to go to the docks. Now the problem with this, of course, is if you have a five-pointed star
There's five
island.
docks.
Yes, the entire fucking perimeter of the island is docks. So, no, that was ridiculous. But I
So,
mean,
and stealing a knife in front of the whole royal court and giving it back to her, and then she threatens you with a knife, and you reward her for by going on a horsey ride.
yeah. And the only possible defense that I can have for that is these guys are like religiously pro elf in this show, which I
Right.
don't get. But
It was one of those things that just sort of like, and again, this is from somebody that doesn't. I'm just watching a fantasy show, and it
mm,
made zero sense to me. Because they made, as Lady Bellfire put right here. I don't even know why she was taken to the queen. She just barges in there. So, she's walking around like she owns the place, and then, then all of a sudden it's like she's getting preferential treatment, even though she's, basically being looked down upon, right? And then Halbrand, I mean, at least they put him in jail. I mean, he should be. He's in deep doo doo. I mean, he attacked five Numenorian citizens and broke one of their arms, right? I mean, I would think he's in deep trouble in that point.
yeah, and the thing about Galadriel is this is really hurt by the actress because if Kate Blanchett's Galadriel, the Galadriel from the books, the 6'4" monster lady of Grace stepped onto the docks, okay, I could see somebody being like, this one has presence. We should probably take her to the queen, like because presence is kind of a big thing in Tolkien's work. Like who is who based on kind of what sort of what they look like and who they can stand down. The problem is Galadriel's 5'3" and doesn't look like anything. She just looks like a person. So the argument of presence doesn't work because the presence isn't communicated to the audience. And then the other problem is just as we've seen with this fucking raft and this fucking boat, she has Taveran powers where the plot just like bends itself to get her where it needs to be. So it's ridiculous.
Well, and so does oh man, I always forget his name. The elf, the elfie,
Elrond,
twisty elf, not Elrond. The
Elrondir.
Arondir. Yeah, talk about. So they kill everybody but him. Why? It's like they killed every elf and just decided to stop at him. It was like, okay, I guess he's the special one. I didn't understand that at all either. So yeah, it's more we're in a mystery box. And on another mystery box that I have no idea what we're supposed to be surprised for. Um, and it's more just like gotcha tactics and McMuffins, whatever you want to call it. It's like, oh, we got, the symbol is the shape of Mordor. It's like, is that a thing? Like that the symbol that's being written down everywhere, that's the actual shape of Mordor, and we gotta, have a flaming map to portray that. I don't. It's like, how stupid do you think how stupid do you think we are? I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? It's just I feel like it's all exposition everywhere, and then just treating you like you're an idiot.
The most powerful sorcerer of the age, Sauron, a truly monstrous figure in Tolkien's mythology, is apparently so incompetent that he leaves clues to the secret plan everywhere he goes.
The super
What the
secret plan.
fuck?
Yeah.
Like, if you and I had like a conspiracy to like defraud the government or something, and you just accidentally walked around leaving defrauding the government on accident, like everywhere you touched, you and I would not be in a conspiracy for very long. Like it is just the laziest shit in the world.
Yeah. So sad it shouldn't be. Here's a warg from what this was this cartoon you said from the animated Hobbit. So here's what a warg should look like. And that it did look like a chihuahua. Like now that you said that, I didn't really think it looked like a chihuahua head, but I guess it does look like a chihuahua head in the other picture. I
Those are
think
the only dogs that I can think of that you can see the whites of their eyes. Like every other dog that I can think of has like the big brown eye. I don't. Am I crazy?
oh, here you go. Here you go. So Salty once again hooking it up here. Here's what we're talking about right here. This is from the live watch, I think, is where we got that. There you go. There you go. It's like we saw that. I saw that. It was just like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? It's like,
You know the game that you have like. Well, you have younger kids. You probably remember this better than I do. It's like the thing where you're supposed to put the shaped blocks in the shaped hole. Like they literally did not think we were as smart as a 3-year-old to put this shaped block matches up with this shaped thing on a map. They legitimately think that we are dumber than a child's toy.
well, but yeah, that too. But I think the fact that the symbol is just the why is it? Why are we going around writing symbols that look like the shape of a of the geographical location of Mordor? It's like what like I don't understand why this is being drawn all over the place. What is it supposed to symbolize? We're just drawing it.
Well, from what they tried to tell us in the first episode, it almost sounds like Sauron is leaving it places on accident.
I,
Like, I mean,
yeah.
didn't
So
she say
Sauron's
something
just an
like,
idiot. Is that what so Sauron and Gandalf are just both dumb at this point, right? I mean, because
yes?
that is Gandalf, right? Gandalf the dumb.
I legitimately think they had that in there, and they don't know who it is yet.
Oh, can we really? I want to. And I do want to talk about this. How? Why would anybody want to be a Harfoot? Because
I have
the way they treat their own. Talk about assholes. It's like, oh, you made a mistake. You get to go at the end of the caravan. If you have any problems, well, you're dead. Sorry, bye. It's like I thought you guys like were supposed to be the fun-loving people. You're just gonna abandon your own people because they're at the back. It's like, what the fuck is that?
what the fuck was the advertising in that cringy ass stage Irish? The elves take care of forests, dwarves take care of rocks, and Harfoots take care of each other. They're like,
Yeah, what? They murder each other? Is that what it is?
oh, sorry, Jim's having a rough day. Guess he's gonna die. Like, I thought you took care of each other. Would you pick a fucking lane?
Yeah, hey, you little Harfoot, you ruined my soup. You get to go back to the back of the caravan, and if you have a problem, that you're gonna get eaten. Sorry, but we love you. Good luck. We'll be.
Also, what the fuck was that book? I mean, it's like, all right, we're gonna go look for a book that's going to have the constellation that matches it and literally nothing else.
Yeah,
Like, I have to imagine she would find that, hand it to Gandalf, and Gandalf would just be like, "Yes, this is what I'm looking for."
Yeah. Well, I mean,
find it.
it's and then he just like I guess he's listening enough, so he just learns how to say friend. How many like is friend like? Why is every I think every race has said friend in some sort of. Have you noticed that the word friend keeps coming up? Why is there a reason for that?
Yeah, because in the books and in the Peter Jackson movies, the keynote to get into Moria was speak, friend, and enter. So, because we are just doing all the callbacks, um, we are calling back to that because this production lacks creativity and original thought.
Yeah. Lyle Hammond for $20. Thank you, sir. Again, I think one of their biggest problems they do have for the show, well, two actually. One, Galadriel is so unlikable. Yes, like completely. And I know. Hey, drive by hug. How you doing, buddy? All right. Um, uh, I think even for yes, she is, and I don't know at this point if it's the actress's fault or the direction, but she is incredibly unlikable. Um, and okay, so she's incredible and unlikable that if she was removed, it would be a much better show. Um, it couldn't hurt because I mean it really couldn't hurt because every time she's on screen, she just um, brings the whole scene down because she's just she's basically better than everybody, right? It's I'm better than you, itis, and I know better, and just faces and I you know what I mean? Am I wrong? What do you think?
They're currently saddled with a cancerous main character that everybody hates.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, Lyle's 100% right. Like, she's the worst. I'm actively cheering for Sauron to kill her. Every time Sauron saves her life, I'm like upset at him. I'm cheering for Sauron to win at this point.
Oh, there's a good question. But the question is Halbrand going to use speak friend and enter line on Galadriel?
I was actually thinking
Probably.
like it'll be in the sex scene, like
Yeah, I think that's what she's
Galadriel will
saying.
say, yeah, Galadriel will tell Halbrand to speak friend, and then
Are you my friend?
yeah,
Are you my Are you my friend, Halbrand?
God,
I
what
am
a
your friend. May I enter? Is like, oh my god, we have really hit the pinnacle here. Uh,
I'm fascinated. So they're going to have to say that Celeborn, or I'm sorry, Celeborn is currently held hostage, right? That's the only explanation.
wait, so who now? Sorry, say it again. Who's hostage?
Galadriel's husband and the father of her daughter.
They're gonna ignore him.
I don't think they can legally ignore him.
Who knows? Like, has she even like given a fuck? Like, if you told me right now, like, as somebody that doesn't know the lore at all, she's single and ready to mingle, brother.
Oh, I know.
That's
That's
that's what I'm getting. Like,
what what makes it even worse is like she's doing this like kind of like
hey,
um
Halbrand, hey, you were
well,
nice to
and
me.
she's like talking with Elrond.
Yeah.
Her daughter marries Elrond. Celebrain is Elrond's wife.
What daughter? There's no daughter.
Right?
The shark monster ate it. She's gone. Well, I guess we sort of got. So you never answered. So first, do you think three was better than one or two? Like where would you like if you had to rank them? Because I'm terrible. I hate putting. If you don't want to say that, just say because I'm terrible at ranking stuff and like giving numbers for stuff. I'm terrible at. So if you don't think that's a fair question, just tell
I
me to shut
think I
up. But
would rate it 1, 3, 2, but there is not much separating these. All
yeah.
have been shit.
And then did you say Wheel of Time to this preference? I think you get. Oh, you said tie for different reasons, pretty much, right? They're
Yeah.
pretty parallel, um, which I think is fair. But I think whenever it comes down to it, I can see where the Tolkien fans that are very passionate about this are, because I'm on the other side of that with Wheel of Time about Robert Jordan, right? So
Mhm.
It's gonna take a lot for me to care as much. Does that make sense? I think Wheel of Time, no matter what's, always going to come out as the worst right now because
Yeah.
of what they did and my attachment to it personally. And I think that's probably what everybody's going to have here. With that is they're going to where their personal attachment lies more with, right, with the property, and then look, then you're going to have Lyle is enjoying it at this point. Good on him. Um, and so there's going to be people like that who then all obviously are going to say Wheel of Time is worse because they're enjoying what's being shown. So and vice versa, probably. I'm sure there's some people out there that thought Wheel of Time was fine and they think that this show is not. So um, I don't know. Do you think that's fair? I think your emotional investment to the source material is going to push you one way or another. I would think, right?
Yeah, I think we have 100 reached the point of modern day media where you hate the thing less that you have the least emotional involvement with. Like, it should be the opposite. It should be like, I'm a big Wheel of Time fan. I can't wait to see the Wheel of Time on the screen. And instead,
Yes.
it is the opposite. It is, I'm a big Wheel of Time fan. God, I want to kill myself every minute that show is on. Like,
I am dreading the next little snippet. I'm ugh. The next little sizzle reel, or whether it's a trailer or whatever the hell comes out next. I am just dreading it coming out. And you're absolutely right. It should be the opposite. It should be just us going, well, hell, like Cobra Kai. Like I know we were talking about it before. I was I was thrilled. It was like, thank you. Now, of course, me being me, I binged it all. So there goes any decent TV for a while again. But um,
also the
it
dragon.
yeah, well, there's that too. We haven't talked about that either yet, but hey, we got some stuff to talk about. But Lyle for another $10. It's the second part of his two-parter. It's obvious that they made this show strictly for people who don't know anything about this world. So that's why 80% of the dialogue is exposition, which drags everything to a crawl. Um, yeah, 80% might I think 80% is probably fair, but I don't know. I feel like almost no 80% is fair exposition, but there is a lot of exposition, a lot. I mean,
They
almost
don't
all of.
stay, they
Go
don't
ahead.
stay anywhere for any length of time. It's all just it's the J.J. Abrams rapid fire. If we move fast enough, nobody will notice that what we're doing is stupid. But the
Yeah,
problem is they're moving so quickly that they then need to introduce everything. So we then just get another 30 minutes of exposition. Lyle's
right.
absolutely right.
Well, yeah, and that's what right. So, and I feel like so, and it's just I was gonna say something, but I lost track of it. But
Steve, I'm sorry. I got to go take care of something real quick.
yeah, of course, man.
Be back in.
I think that's yeah, for sure, Brent. So real quick, so we got Salty says, don't forget that Wayne Chi Yip directed 2 episodes of Wheel Time to be rewarded with 4 episodes of Rings of Power. Yeah, that's oh my gosh, right? Um, Jaden Hamilton says story should form an emotional connection with the reader, watcher/watcher for there to be tension. There is none in Rings of Power. Um, and I think what Alex said is we were talking about it before too. Is they're introducing stuff so fast, so quickly that it's like you get whiplash. And at least I did. The first few episodes, especially me having no lore attachments at all, you went from two people to two people to two people, and they expositioned all over you, and then they went to another two people, and then their actions for me, especially Arondir and his woman, I forget her name because there's too many names in my brain right now. Um, I question their actions. They go off on their own and do questionable things, which I don't know. Is that what led to all the elves being caught because of what he did? You don't know because, well, they didn't, we didn't get some exposition to explain it to us. Instead of showing us maybe a scene of the orcs sieging their stronghold or something, right? Something. Give me something to work with, right? Show don't tell, right? And then on top of that, I would say almost 90% of the time when Galadriel opens her mouth, it's just to explain an exposition and tell somebody talks down to somebody. Do you think that's fair? I feel like all she does is like, okay, I am now going to give you a history lesson. It's like give me something of value. I don't just like act a little bit. Like, is that fair? What do you think?
It's a combination of a shit script and a shit writer. You know, a a good script can elevate a shit actress. A shit actress can't elevate a shit script. A shit script and a shit actress essentially leaves you calling fans racists.
Yeah. Nosferatu, the vampire, asked Steve, thoughts on Teletubbies reboot? Well, it depends. Is it going to be a cartoon, live action, or Pixar style?
So it's going to
'Cause
be a live action, and because Hollywood is truly woke at this point, they
wait, this
are.
is real?
Yes, this is 100% real. You gotta
This
let
is
me.
Nosferatu being a smartass.
You have to let me finish my semi sarcastic rant here, Steve. Because Hollywood has truly gone woke. They have replaced the white baby in the sky with an Asian baby. Yes, they race swapped the Teletubby's son baby.
Oh my gosh. I thought he was just being smart. Oh my gosh. The saddest shouldn't be. It's not just exposition. It's not non-contextual exposition. This means that the characters have scenes where they do nothing but explain the show's lore to the audience. Exactly. Thank you, Matt. That's exactly what I was trying to portray. You bring it. You say it so eloquently. So, uh, there's really they're really really redoing Teletubbies.
Yep.
I'm trying to think of that other show that was prominent. Yo Gabba Gabba. They doing Yo Gabba Gabba too? They
I
don't even have
haven't.
to race swap the guy, man. DJ Lance is the man. I remember
I have.
watching that. Come on now.
I have no idea what you're talking about, to be honest.
Sorry, if you see Yo Gabba, if you look up Yo Gabba Gabba, you'll be horrified. But Lyle Hammock with another $5. Lyle, thank you very much. My final one, as I have to head to work. But has anyone noticed that when Galadriel speaks, she tries to make her voice gruff like a man, or is it just me? That I don't think that's wrong. That and she's so busy trying to roll her R's that she sounds ridiculous.
It's
Um,
she also does the Kubrick stare constantly. The head down, glare up to make you look intimidating.
yeah.
It's
And before I lose it real quick, Unbarrel 73, which is also Matt, shows is it Zenodrial naked? Is that who's Zenodrial? Am I saying that completely wrong? It's Xenadrill? Zenodrill? Do you know what
I
I'm
have
talking about?
no, I do not.
It's X here. I don't know what he's talking about. Matt, explain here. I'll put it in private chat. The spelling. I am probably
Oh, he's
butchering.
saying Xenadrill is in a combination of Xena Warrior Princess and Galadriel.
Oh, sorry, Matt. I'm sorry. I am dumb. Yeah, I'd take that. Hell, why not, right? I'd take Xena the show over this right now. Oh my gosh. So let's see here. Let's see what I've missed in chat here. So and thank you, Lyle. I hope you have a good night at work if that's where you're headed. It sounds like that's where you're headed. Trust me, I know the feeling and it's not the best, but good luck at work if that's where you're headed, sir. Jaden Hamill says it's also flat out boring and there's no heart or passion or emotion is put into this. Feeling is so thick you can see it and cut it with scissors. Yeah, scissors. Apt, very apt. Let's see here. You think that the Elven magicians would have made Middle Earth flapped out for POS sketch? Thanks, buddy. I'm not sure what the actual fucking, but oh, maybe it's Teletubbies. Okay, so I gotta know, Nosferatu. What do you think of the Teletubbies reboot? I mean, it is ultra gay, so but let's see here. Yo Gabba Gabba is just live cameras on meth heads in Portland. You're probably right. I think that's probably accurate. But I did want to say, so we're talking. We briefly said something about House of the Dragon, and I know Lady Balefire is going to kill us both, but um, because she has feelings about the show, and uh, I'm sorry, but you're wrong. No. Okay, bye now. No, I'm kidding. Uh, I feel like, do you feel like they're having some of the same sort of time jump issues? Because I know I was talking about with Salty and a few of the other guys, with Pips and with Nurporeal on the on the post uh, show we're doing on Nurporeal's channel for House of the Dragon, um, that they're getting a little bit trapped into a little bit of, I don't know if it's so much exposition, but muddy dialogue because they're having to catch you up every episode 2 years, or there's a massive time jump, so they have to fill in all the blanks. So they're getting muddied down a little bit in some of their episodes. Do you feel like that's happening, or what do you?
100%. Yeah, they are having the issues with the time skip, and they're also not giving the audience as much credit as they should. Um, Season one of The Witcher ruined time skip fantasy. Like season one of The Witcher did it, and sort of they expected you to have read the book. So
Right.
they, you got one line, and if you didn't catch that line, you were lost. So now everybody in the meantime has decided that we need 7 lines because people bitched so much because they would miss the one line that happened in The Witcher season one. So now we're getting buried with that.
Yeah. Well, time jumps lead to a lot of maid and butler dialogue, right? I think that's what happened with, because I still liked episode 3, and I know some people, uh, it's being I think inflated a little bit just because the end scene. But I felt like the last one, the episode 3, was a little bit slower because of that exactly right there. It was another. They spent about 40 minutes catching you up on what happened in the 2 years they jumped, and then you have the action scene to leave in a good spot, right? And while I enjoyed the action scene, it was a little bit wonky, the tactics, but um, it was fun. But Damon running in there like that was a little, he should, plot armor is fully activated there too for him. He should have got about 18 arrows stuck in him, but at least he got a few in him, right? I mean, I guess there's that. But what did you think of that? Did you enjoy the last scene, and do you think that's fair that it's about 40, do you think it's conflated, or do you think through the third episode of House of the Dragon was the best? That's what a lot of people are saying, that was the best episode yet.
I think I would rate it 132. Um, I do agree that the plot armor is was there, which is something that I don't like in my Game of Thrones. And Lady Balefire and I talked about this a lot on her stream about this. But my opinion of it was kind of changed. Shadiversity said, hey, being that accurate with with a middle aged longbow without any kind of sight on it, just eyeballing it. Those are some tough shots. And I've said 100 times I would have preferred that he had some kind of shield to
Or just
block
ducking
some of
behind some of the boats or something. Yeah, a shield would have done everything, right? I think just a shield, pick it up off a dead guy if you didn't want to have walking up with it, right? There could have just been a shield on a dead guy right there, and you solve a lot of those issues just by doing that, I
Yep,
think.
100%. But I'll just say there was some other stuff in this episode that I feel like was pretty strong that really made up for it. Um, the stuff that they did non-verbally to communicate the passage of time, I thought was excellent. Um, the series receding hairline between each episode, I think, is good. The
Yep.
series missing the 2 fingers, I thought was good. Um, so it's one of those things that she and I talked about the episode, and I said it is incredible after Rings of Power, after Wheel of Time, after so many shit shows, to watch an episode a second time and have the episode get better. Which I feel like it's been a long time since we had something like that.
Oh, extremely long time. I mean, there's some shows that just you expect it, but just like, I think the thing that's amazing me about the rings, not the Rings of Power, I'm sorry, the House of the Dragon, is just the total 180, I guess just almost the whole, well, I guess world. I don't know if that's fair saying, but they had such a uphill battle with this where Game of Thrones ended,
Mhm.
and I don't know if we're in a state of House of the Dragon is okay and Rings of Power is not. So House of the Dragon looks really, really good. And I think that's partially I'm enjoying House of the Dragon. I'm not gonna even just I'm enjoying it. I'm engaged and I'm enjoying it. But I'm wondering if part of it is just I am super engaged because I have a fantasy drought. There's none. And this is the only thing close, right? Does that make sense or what do you think?
No, I'm 100% in agreement, and I keep going back to the stream with Lady Balefire where she said, I think this is a 4 out of 10, and I think if this was 2011, and and if you assume that a 5 is sort of like an average show, I think I might agree. But I had to challenge her on that rating just because a 4 of 10 or a 5 of 10 means half of what's coming out is better than that. And as
Yeah.
I'm sitting here, I mean, what am I supposed to argue is better than this? I
Yeah.
mean, we have what? Better Call Saul?
Yeah.
I,
And may
that
and maybe and probably at this point Cobra Kai, but that's it. I mean, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. There's like a handful of shows that I will like go tos for me. But if I miss it, I'm not gonna cry about it, right? I'll catch it later, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've got Wheel of Time. I've got, what are we up to? 7 dog shit Marvel shows. I've got Rings of Power. I've got Wheel of Time. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
well, is it seven? It's seven now, right? Because you got what WandaVision, Winter
Loki,
Sol Loki, wait,
yeah,
no, it's not
Falcon and
Falcon and
Winter
Winter
Soldier.
Soldiers. That's three.
What
Moon
if
Knight.
Moon
Oh,
Knight?
like what if I didn't see any of? So I have no idea.
I didn't
So
watch it
what?
either.
Yeah, so I don't know if it was. I guess it was some of it was okay. I don't know.
Hawkeye and She Hulk.
Hawkeye. I always forget about Hawkeye.
So did everybody. Oh, the one that everybody forgets because nobody fucking watched that shit is Miss Marvel.
Yeah, right. There's another one, Miss Marvel. Like, man, that show disappeared immediately, didn't it? Wow. Like, talk about just here and gone. And good night, Lady Balefire. Thank you for being here. I know we did this late, but we figured why the heck not. So thank you for coming and hanging out. Always love your comments. Thank you so much. Um, but God, I don't know. I know my memory's going, but yeah, it really just Miss Marvel is one of those things that just completely escapes your brain, and it's like we were talking about earlier today. Andor is about to come out for the trashed Star Wars uh, franchise, and it was one of those things you mentioned, and I'm like, is that out? And you're like, I don't know, is it? I don't. It's like, oh wait, it's 2 weeks. It's like I would not have doubted that it came out because who is talking about the Cassian Andor show? Not nobody. Like I don't. Is anybody talking about the Cassian Andor show? Does anybody care about it? I know I don't.
No,
I
I
mean,
mean, Star Wars is dead.
Star Wars is dead. I mean, it was one of those like the one chance they had to even revive it a little bit was just Obi-Wan, and they just failed
Murdered it.
so hard. I don't know that we even got to talk about Obi-Wan, which is a shame. We should have. But that show, I, it was one of those things I did not know. I was so angry till I watched it, and then I got it, all that anger bubbled up right back up to the surface from Obi-Wan, the Obi-Wan show because it's so bad.
I,
Um,
how has Disney, in both in Marvel and in Star Wars, decided that the best way to produce television is to take the worst aspects of J.J. Abrams, the worst aspects of Joss Whedon, and jam them together? Like, because that's seriously what this looks like, and I have no idea how that was the lesson that they learned from this.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah, and who knows what's gonna happen with this Andor series? I doubt I'll even like I don't know who's gonna watch it. Like I would be surprised if anybody watches it. I have zero interest to even watch it to review it. Like and nobody's clamoring for it. It's just it's literally they killed it. It's dead, and Marvel is headed straight that direction. Rapidly. I
Yeah, I
mean, what?
mean,
Go ahead.
I mean, I guess I'm trying to think of the last Marvel product.
Well, I mean, No Way Home was passable. I mean, it was good. I enjoyed No Way Home for what
Yeah,
it
No Way
was.
Home was good. I agree. That's the last one that I enjoyed. I'm trying to think what was the last one that I watched. I watched
No Way
Moon
Home.
Knight.
Oh wait, no, that's I watched Moon Knight. I didn't watch all of it, so I watched part of it. I watched. I was going to watch He-Hulk just to see what the hell they were going to do to Matt Murdock, but I watched episode one. It was so freaking bad that I just stopped. Um, and I couldn't
No,
go on.
it's funny. My sister has a thing going where she, when one of our family members or one of her friends has a favorite show or character that's being adapted, she like will now preemptively say like I'm so sorry. Like
Yeah, well,
my
right.
my two favorite Marvel heroes were Moon Knight and Thor. And I will to this day say that Walter Simonson's run of Thor may be the best piece of literature ever written. Not comic book, piece of literature. And between Moon Knight and Love and Thunder, I am done with Marvel. Fuck them. They're not getting a dime from me.
Yeah, no, it's hard to disagree with that because it's all complete garbage and it's not going to get any better. I mean, you saw phase. What is it? Phase? Are we in phase four right now? You saw the rest of phase four and phase five. Like, I mean, we're all over the place right now. But I mean, it's like it doesn't show. There's no signs of this ending for the MCU, um, or Star Wars for that matter. I mean, the MCU is just what you got. Ironheart. They're redoing Blade. They're gonna destroy Daredevil and put it on Disney Plus. What else is even coming out for Marvel? Like, you got the Marvels, whoop de doo. Like, who's gonna? I mean, uh, I, man, it's like I don't know. I don't know. It's just you're right. It's like apologizing when you hear something's being adapted is just like it has to be because there's no chance of it surviving at this point, is there?
No, I mean what? Yeah, unless your favorite childhood person was Ralph Macchio's Karate Kid, like,
Yeah.
sorry guys, your favorite thing is shit now.
Yeah, if Johnny Lawrence was your favorite character of all time, you're in great shape. Which he's quickly getting up there because, like, I mean, we're we could talk about it now. Cobra Kai season five was still excellent. That's five seasons of excellent TV.
Yeah,
Um, and it should be. It's not perfect, but Daniel is really the bully and an idiot. I agree with that. Nosferatu the vampire. Daniel is an idiot. Daniel, I was just saying this to Alex before we started. Daniel is actually the only one in this whole, uh, what I guess they're calling it the Miyagi verse because we have to call everything a fucking verse.
what?
Uh, it's like the Miyagi. It's like shut up. It's just Cobra Kai. I don't fuck it, right? Uh, Daniel LaRusso is the only one that hasn't grown or changed at all from Karate Kid to now. He's still the same arrogant know-it-all. I think I'm high and mighty. I know what's best for everybody. Person. Do you think I'm being unfair, or do you think I'm right?
Nope, I think you're 100% right. The yeah, he's the only one. Like, goddamn, Johnny Lawrence like figured his shit out. I
He
was
really did.
kind of surprised by that.
I mean, and try not to go into spoilers too much for anyone that's gonna watch Cobra Kai, but uh, yeah, like Johnny's pretty freaking buttoned up at the end of the season, man. And it made me. I think they did it just in time because him like just like come on, dude, get it, man. It's like figure it out. It's like that freaking South Park joke. Come on, man, get it. It's a joke.
Yeah,
You know, fish sticks. It's like come on, man, right? So it's only good television for so long, and you don't want to beat that horse to death, right? So I was glad that they finally let him evolve completely,
yeah,
right?
I,
Because I think that's exactly what happened here, right?
yeah. They, it's one of those things. The joke about Flanderization, like the longer a show goes on, the more they become a caricature of what they used to be.
Yeah.
This show has very much resisted that in the sense that Johnny, instead of becoming sort of more of a caricature of what he was, has kind of instead really developed into more of a balanced and appreciable person. And
Yeah.
why is
Was
Cobra Kai the best written thing in Hollywood right now?
It's
What the
crazy, right?
fuck is happening?
I mean, like Johnny's actually giving good advice out. Chosen is freaking. I was surprised. He's actually doing a great job acting. He's actually still pretty nimble, at least if that's still him. I can't tell if it's a stunt double or not. So that's also speaks good to
Why
the
does
production
Cobra
crew.
Kai have better fight choreography than $1 billion Lord of the Rings show? What is
It really
happening?
it really does, doesn't it? It's just oh my gosh, it
Sam
really
isn't
is.
even an embarrassing fighter this season. She
Yeah.
seems to have improved somewhat.
Yeah, it's like they actually care and they're actually like taking karate lessons and like honing their craft and becoming, except for maybe Miguel. I don't think they had him do much fighting this season. I don't know what happened to him. I saw him throw one kick that he couldn't get over his waist. I'm like, dude, man, you got to hit the gym, bro. Like I
Look,
don't know.
I've said this. If you're Miguel's agent, how are you letting that dude not be in shape? Like, he's a good actor. Like, he
Yes,
portrays
sure.
emotions very well. He's in a DC movie. He is starring as Blue Beetle. So if you know that David Zaslav is going around cutting all the third tier movie shit, you got to
Yeah.
tell that guy, you got to be on your A game, buddy. You're losing that paycheck.
Well, I mean, you're right. He's a great actor, and it's like and I think in a world where I think child actors are being like boosted up a little bit more than they should be. Like I don't think some of them are great. Like I think all the kids in Stranger Things, most of them, they're all great. There's another show like you know what? It pains me to say in all Netflix has some of the best shows on TV, and that's terrible. Like it hurts to say that because needs to get their crap together, but um, Netflix really does between Cobra Kai and Stranger Things, and I know there's something else in all of that too. That it's just oh well for me, Last Kingdom. I enjoyed Last Kingdom a lot. And then they got a lot of the foreign stuff on there. If they could just stop being stupid, Netflix could have a good run here because they got some great properties under their belt.
Yeah, Netflix has the advantage of the subscriber base to pull stuff. And then Netflix's thing is stop making garbage. Do not make a show that you do not think will be successful.
Yeah.
If you stop making shows to virtue signal, you'll be fine. You'll
Yeah.
crush it.
Oh
Stop
yeah.
doing stupid shit. And that's
Yeah.
also stop doing fucking anime adaptations. After the
Yes.
15th time, you should realize you're fucking shit at it.
Yeah, well, I mean, look, I think, and that's the problem is, and we could go off on a whole nother tangent. Anime shouldn't be adapted that way. Just make an anime movie or whatever. I think more stuff should be going anime cartoon style because it's becoming a lot more mainstream and you can do so much more with it and you can still have the actors for the name recognition. I'm sorry, just make have the artist make the character look like the actor and have him voice it, right? I'm still amazed that this we haven't had more of a shift this way yet. It's got to be cheaper to produce these movies. You can do a lot more artistically with an anime's cartoon style show movie, and it's completely taking over. Right, anime is huge. Some of these cartoon movies that are coming out are huge. Fucking Castlevania. I don't. This is like in one of those gray areas for me. Anyway, I don't know if it's people when you call it anime. Anime fans say it's not anime, and then the other way around. I don't know what to call it, but it's it's a cartoon. I'll just
Good.
call it cartoon. It's great. Um, I'm sort of amazed that that there isn't more of it coming out. Like Stormlight Archive, I wish he would cave and just make it a giant anime style world, and just he could do it all. Like everything anything Sanderson want, if he did it in an anime cartoon style, he could do. He wouldn't have to give up anything. He could just adapt his whole series.
I couldn't agree more. Steve, I'm gonna ask you to do me a favor. Put yourself in the mindset of where you were 10 years ago. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you something. The third week of August is in the American summer movie season. The highest grossing movie was a Japanese cartoon. Dragon Ball Z Superhero was the highest grossing movie in American movie theaters in a week in the month of August. How insane is that?
It's just flat out insane. Like I didn't even know, but on top of that,
I
what
think
came
Demon
out? Nothing came
Slayer.
out. Like nothing even came out either. Like to like what Maverick is still making money because there's nothing in the theaters, and the stuff that's in the theaters is garbage, right?
Maverick may seriously have the longest run from date to date as the number one movie in America. Literally, Disney had to re-release Spider-Man in order to stop it from being the highest grossing movie last week.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Because nothing got released. Like on top of that, and then you got like oh my gosh, like the list of movies like Dominion was crap. Freaking like Prey didn't even come out on in theaters. That was I don't know if you've seen that. That was crap. Uh, just the quality of everything is so in the tank, and then half of it's not even going to the theaters. And
Yeah,
and then and then it's ripe for a takeover and nobody's doing anything about it. Like, how do you like? There, like, even if I wanted to go to the movies, there's nothing to go see. So it's like, so you got Dragon Ball. Now Dragon Ball Z is a huge property, so I mean it's gonna make money. But it's like if that's the only thing that's out, that's what people are gonna see too, right? I mean, there's nothing out.
yeah. I mean,
It,
there's nothing out where I'm going to say worth seeing, as a replacement for big name until what fucking Black Panther 2.
I don't even know that that's worth seeing, man.
Oh, I don't want to go see that at all. I
Well, that's the other thing. The big draws used to be the MCU movies, and those are you got Black Widow, and then you had Eternals, and what who you've killed and Shang Chi. Like the hype for the MCU is gone. So it's just like, and so, and the box office is frankly dead right now because they're not producing anything to put out there. I truly believe people are dying to go to the movie. I would love to go to the movies. I miss going to the movies. Just
dude,
put something out that I can go watch.
dude, I watched the fucking godforsaken what fifth shitty Jurassic Park movie in a row just because Let's sit down. Let's
It was
dim the
bad.
lights. Let's put it on a big screen. Let's get a big bucket of popcorn and let's do this. Good God, there is nothing out there.
That movie was terrible too, by the way.
Jesus, that
I
movie
watched it.
was
Oh my
shit.
god, dude, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, that's oh boy, man. Like it was free on Peacock. I watched it, and I was just like, what am I watching? Like I I don't know why. It's like there has to be something happening. Like obviously, it's not the fact that nobody can write a movie anymore is just like there has to be something sadistic going on or insidious because it's just like everything just went to shit in Hollywood, and there's no signs of returning except for little glimmers here like Cobra Kai and like the ones we talked about, right? And it's disheartening, right? And then you get like this Rings of Power thing that should have been $1 billion success, and it's just dribble, and it's I don't know.
Couldn't stay out of their own way.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. So, hey, Interporios, there's sup, boys? Did you enjoy my appearance on the Rings of Power? Yeah, I showed that earlier, man. That was the most beautiful thing that came out of that whole episode was your beautiful face. I would love to talk we were gonna talk some Cobra Kai tonight, but we decided that, especially after I spoke with you, Mister Nerporeal, that you hadn't even watched it. We figured that there's probably quite a big subsection of people that didn't get to watch the whole thing, so we didn't want to be going live spoiling it all for people. But I would love to talk to you about Cobra Kai, man. If you're gonna do something, or if you want to do something on here, I'd love to talk it and break down the fifth season, the whole thing. So, oh, you're not. I thought you're not up to date, man. You got to get moving.
Oh, you got to get moving on that, dude.
Dude. You're in a good spot, dude. The good thing is you have lots to look forward to. Season 5 is. I hope I'm not putting words in Alex's mouth, but worth it. Very good, a good solid 10 episodes. I was glad to see it was 10 episodes as well, right?
Yeah,
Instead of what
10
this
35-minute episodes.
Yep. Yep. 10 solid episodes, 10 normal sized episodes, not eight, 20-minute, eight
Or
20-minute episodes like
or
Disney
eight
Plus's model.
70-minute episodes, Rings of Power.
Uh,
Fucking hell.
yeah. Yeah. So, but yeah. But yeah. So if you get caught up, sort of similar to the Wheel of Time, man, just, yeah, I'd love to do something with you, brother. So, but thanks for stopping in before you go to watch it. I think we're probably going to start wrapping it up here. We're going for about an hour, so unless you got anything you want to cover, my friend, what do you got going on? Anything?
Continuing with the rewatch. Let's see what else we got going on. Pips wants me to start doing a weekly ratings, as in like what people like the actual minutes watched,
Okay.
and I just need to.
Rings of Power or just everything on?
So the official Nielsen ratings, not the corporate bullshit ones. The problem is they run a month behind.
Right.
So like if I'm for this week, the week of August 8th to the 14th, Sandman was the number one watched show.
Yeah.
Then
Well, I can't say that I didn't watch it, but I've heard not great things, but I don't know.
yeah, and then let's see.
By the way, Nerporial, I think you got another big Better Call Saul fan right there.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, Better Call Saul is phenomenal.
Oh my god. It hurts that it's gone.
Oh, it does. There's a void in my heart. Like, as much as I like Cobra Kai very much has
It fills a different niche.
yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas Better Call Saul was well and truly sort of an elite drama that almost seemed like it should have been on HBO or something. Whereas
Yes, exactly. No, I think that's exactly right. Just a specialized drama. And I'm trying. I don't know if you've watched it, but have you? Do you watch the? Have you heard of or watched Succession on HBO?
I have not. I've heard it's great though.
It's fantastic. I'm trying to get Nerdporo to watch it so we can cover it before the next season comes out because it is a fantastic show. It gives me uh, Better Call Saul dialogue vibes, a lot of drama, a lot of. It's a freaking amazing show, and if you're looking for something intellectual, that's it right there. So give Succession a try. Um, yeah, we. I saw Neil Gaiman loves the Rings of Power. He loves his own farts too. Did anyone besides me watch Netflix's Ragnarok? I did watch it.
Is season
Uh,
3 out?
of Ragnarok?
Yeah.
I don't think so, but I did enjoy it for what it was. I actually no, you know what? Fuck it. I just enjoyed it. I don't remember much about it, but I remember enjoying it. I watched both seasons. Um, that's the one with the yeah. No. I remember the guy in the house and with the yeah. No. I enjoyed it quite a bit. You had the where they called themselves giants, right?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah. No, I enjoyed Ragnarok quite a bit actually. Another foreign offering. Yes, and Dark is amazing as well, Notorio. You're not wrong. You didn't
I
see
haven't
well.
seen Dark.
You gotta get on that too, man. You see, you're in a good spot. You haven't seen Dark at
I
all.
haven't seen Dark, and I haven't seen Banshee.
Oh my god, dude! All right, you gotta
Is,
watch, dude.
is
So
Banshee that good?
Banshee is fucking amazing. It is one of my favorite TV shows ever.
Okay. All right. I
Banshee
will.
Banshee is so fucking good
All right. I will do.
on
Steve, I will do it this week.
on every fucking level. Just watch the first two episodes and tell me what you think, because you will be hooked. That show is fucking amazing. Like I will fight anybody that says they don't like Banshee. Banshee is so good, and it's Brett Starr, right?
Anthony Starr.
Anthony Starr. I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought Anthony Starr is fucking. I'll watch anything he's in. I'll give anything he's in a chance, just because Lucas Hood and Banshee is so fucking good, dude. It's all good. Yeah,
See, I'm
watch
one of these
Banshee.
people that has the very firm opinion that Anthony Starr has been robbed of not one, not two, but three Best Supporting Actor awards.
From okay, which ones?
The Boys season 1, The Boys season 2, The Boys season 3.
You know what? It's okay. I'll because he is the highlight of all three of those seasons. I will. He is so good, and the Homelander's completely. And I actually enjoy. I know people. I actually enjoyed season three of The Boys. Two was a mess. Three I actually liked.
3, I needed to cut off if I exclusively rate a show as the accumulative average of all of the episodes, I really liked The Boys season 3.
Yeah.
That finale was a disaster.
Yes. No. Yeah. I'll give you that. But the show overall, yeah. And you and Emporio need to hook up and watch Banshee, because fuck yeah, that's all I gotta say. If you guys watch it and want to review it, I'm fucking there, because I know it's like fucking 10 years old and all that, but it is so good. I have seen The Man in High Castle. The last season is a freaking mess because they told them to finish it. It's sort of like Counterpart. Counterpart was a great show. They had to rush the finish on that, so they couldn't stick the landing. I enjoyed The Man in High Castle quite a bit up until they made the female lead basically the answer to everything. She was, the Holy Grail, and she knew better than everybody else, and yada 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 yada. Um, but I don't know that they really had anything else they could do because they put them in a bad spot, telling them to finish up the show. So, but I first two I think it's 3 seasons. First 2 seasons, of Man of High Castle, I enjoyed quite a bit. But I feel, you know what, and I feel like Man of High Castle fell into a lot. Have you seen Man of High Castle, Alex?
I've not.
So I think it fell into a Lost type of category where they had all this mystery and intrigue building that was very interesting. And then the more and more it got on, the more and more they had to start figuring out how they were going to answer these questions, and they hadn't figured out how they were going to answer them. And then they got called on it and said, "Okay, you're done. You need to finish up." And they hadn't quite figured out how they're going to explain everything away, and the way they explained everything away sucked. So,
Oh,
but I think there's much. It was okay. The Banshee definitely, Succession definitely, Dark definitely, uh, Ragnarok I enjoyed too. Um, there was another Mortal. Did you see the movie Mortal?
I saw
That's
Mortal Engines.
no Mortal. It's
No,
another Thor. It's another Thor like movie. That was decent too. That was on Netflix. But uh, let's
well,
see. Those were the two seasons I saw. I didn't see the last two. Heard they sucked. Why do you watch half of everything, Nerporeal? I just have to ask. I love you, buddy. I know you. I know you know. I hope you know I love you. But yeah. So yeah. So if you, I don't know, man. We could. There's all kinds of stuff we could do. We got to plan a little better. Get some more people watching.
so
Maybe do a little earlier.
I did want to ask Ted Lasso. How'd you,
Oh shit! Yeah,
especially the
because we still
first
got
season?
to do that. We still got some videos we can make too. Ted Lasso. Yeah, fuck it. I don't care that nobody's here. We'll talk. If people want to watch us talk, they can talk or they can watch. Nerporial's here. Nerporio, have you watched Ted Lasso? You want to get in here and just chat because we're just chatting away now. I don't care. Um, so Ted Lasso was not what I was expecting at all. I don't think it was really good, but I wasn't sure. Like, I guess a lot of people were nope, nope on coming in, or nope on Ted Lasso, or nope on both. Regardless, I love you, buddy.
I feel like
Uh,
Nerdporial hates me. I don't think we've been on together yet.
oh my God, do we have an internet conflict? Let's roll with it. Why do you hate Alex, Emporio? Brian, why do you hate Alex? What did he do to you? Let's lay it out on the table. Um, Ted Lasso was not what I expected. A lot of people were like, now don't get me wrong, it has a lot of its funny points. It's a very funny, smart show. Um, but like it was sort of portrayed to me as like this overtly like hilarious comedy show, which it's not. It's a smart comedy drama for me, anyways.
Mhm.
And I was surprised by the ending of season two. I saw something coming, but not quite that. I saw that Nate was becoming something different. Um,
Season
and
two wasn't anywhere near as good as season one.
no,
I almost feel like they should be taken separately.
season one was amazing. Season two was definitely not as strong, even though I enjoyed it quite a bit. I the Nate thing, uh, it happened very suddenly, and I wasn't sure if I believed it
Kind
because
of felt the same way.
Ted did so damn much for that kid. That kid would still be a freaking water boy if it wasn't for Ted. And for him to lose sight of all that because he didn't give him a little bit of attention, I didn't believe it. And it was just like how spoiled a little brat are you that you can't see and you've forgotten everything that Ted has done for you, that because I forgot what it was that was the catalyst that made him go freaking dark. Wasn't it just because he didn't, what was it that made him go dark? It was just like some random, like one game he didn't say give him credit or something, or it wasn't even that. It was something even sillier. You didn't give him attention or didn't like, I don't know, but I didn't believe it, especially with everything Ted had done for Nate, that all of a sudden that he went bad. It was just like, uh, yeah, it was a little bit too much of a switch, and I wish they did a better job if that's the way they wanted to go of doing something that would motivate him
Mhm.
to do that. But yeah, what is that? What you thought, or what did you think?
So that's my feelings about it. The one thing that sort of made me ponder it was I think it was actually just a Reddit comment that I read that it was like some Thank you, Nerdporeal. Um, Sometimes the people that are sort of like at the bottom of the ladder, um, they're not at the bottom of the ladder because they're sort of a downtrodden, victim of circumstance. They're actually at the bottom of the ladder because they are um, they're a fundamentally bad person, or there's something wrong with them. And so, it's Nate wasn't at the bottom of the ladder because he was, um, a victim of circumstance. He was there because he was a bad person. Now,
Yeah,
I don't think that's the case. I think that's sort of contradictory to his characterization through the first 1.5 seasons. But that did sort of make me pause, even though I
yeah.
didn't agree with it. I don't know if you.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like half the season he's like still the same guy, like at the restaurant, getting his dad to the restaurant. He was still that same lovable guy that was asking for help because he wasn't sure of himself. And it was like the more he gained confidence, the more of a dick he became. And it was just like that. I don't understand. They're the ones building up his confidence. I would think he would be grateful for that to them for building his confidence up, not vindictive and angry that they put all this work into helping him, and all of a sudden you didn't give me a little bit of attention, so now I'm going to turn on you. To even to the depths of him telling the press that Ted had a panic attack. I mean, being a snitch.
Yep.
I It was like, whoa, that was a little bit. I found that to be completely out of character, and that's where they made the flip. It's just like I don't know that the motivation was a little lacking for that. I think, right? I don't know that there's really he should have had the motivation to be that bad to him.
I agree completely, and it's unfortunate because I think they did a lot of good things character wise between Jamie Tart, Roy Kent, um,
Yep. Keeley,
Keeley. I thought they did good things with.
yeah, yeah, the boss.
I didn't love. I just call her Hannah Waddingham. I know that's the actress.
Is that the
Um,
boss,
yeah, the owner.
the owner?
I didn't actually love what they did with Ted. Like it wasn't as bad as Nate, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was okay. I don't know. Yeah, it was still good, but it's just like I didn't. I don't know. It was I enjoyed it. I'd have to watch it again to give you like a real big like overarch, but something.
My thing is more. I thought season one was so phenomenal
Yes.
that it really sort of, an average season two kind of
Yeah.
really sort of took some of the shine
Yeah.
off of what was a brilliant season one.
Well, that is like just like the sharp right turn into Ted. Like instead of being this upbeat, all of a sudden it's having panic attacks and just sort of a complete character change and the whole. It just it was sort of it was very it seemed like a very sharp right turn because maybe they I don't know maybe they didn't expect to get a season two. Maybe they thought it was going to be a one off and so they didn't know where to go. And they had to create some drama. I don't know, but. Real quick, I want to answer this for Vic Rattlehead. Uh, not have not watched season 5 of Cobra Kai yet. We'll start today. Is it any good? Yes,
It's great.
it's very good. We were gonna spend. We were actually gonna spend most of the stream talking about it. We decided to sort of move into something else just because, like yourself, many people have not had a chance to watch it all today. Me and Alex were lucky enough to be able to binge it all today and watch the whole season. And I can say 100% it is very, very good. So if you're a fan of Cobra Kai, I would assume will be happy. I won't tell your own opinion, but I think that's fair to say you should. I would assume you would be happy if you like the other seasons. You think that's fair?
Yeah, I just have to say, I feel like for whatever reason, Cobra Kai didn't get the memo that the rest of Hollywood got. That like, you know, um, you know, black people are allowed to be treated like people.
Yeah. Well,
But
and girls too. I mean, girls are
yeah,
fighting boys, and boys are hitting girls, and there's strong women all over the place. But they're not diminishing the men. Uh, yeah, I don't, it really is should be a study on how to do not only an adaptation or not an adaptation, but I guess sort of an adaptation, how to pay homage to the source material and how to um, empower everybody involved, right? I mean, I think that's the best way to put it. Do we agree or no?
Yeah, no, I do not have enough good things to say about Cobra Kai, especially the way that they do setup and payoff. I think is fantastic. I yeah.
Yeah, no, it really is. No, and Johnny is amazing. Like, I, unfortunately, he'll never do another acting gig in his life because he is now Johnny Lawrence forever. So I hope he's
Mm,
getting paid. But is it William Zabakis? He's freaking so
William
good,
Sapka, yep.
so
Yeah.
good. I don't remember what season the speech was, Dempsey, but I do remember the speech. But yeah, it fired on all cylinders. I'll even say there was a few times that I switched over episodes and I didn't realize that I had finished one. It was pretty seamless.
Mhm.
Um, but there's a lot of growth for everybody in this season, even more, and a lot of good payoffs. Except for Daniel. Daniel's still the same person.
Have you
Daniel never changes.
have you seen the Cobra Kai episode of Community?
No, I haven't.
Have you watched The League?
Parts.
You know who Rafi is?
Yes.
So Rafi is an acting coach who delivers one of I don't even know if it's funniest, but one of the truest monologues ever, where they're putting on a stage production of Cobra Kai, and the person who's acting is Daniel Larusso sort of throws a fit, and she threatens to leave because she's the main character, and he responds basically, "Wait a minute, you think Daniel Larusso is the main character in the Karate Kid?" Uh, Pat Nakamura won an Academy Award as the as a veteran who was forced to fight against his own people in World War II and then was placed in an internment camp. Ralph Macchio showed up. And Community is a fantastic show.
I
The
never watched it.
oh, it's incredible.
Yeah, I never saw it. It was one of those things that I missed it for whatever reason. I don't remember what it was, but I never saw Community.
So I will say about Community is as funny as people act like The Office is.
Well, I like what did happen to my camera here? Sorry. I like most of The Office. I don't know about that, but I heard
Well,
Community is really good. But
I like most of The Office too, but people talk about The Office like it is, um, the greatest comedy of all time, which I find to be patently absurd. But
I mean, it's funny. Like, don't get me wrong. I enjoy it quite a bit. But I don't know. But like, it definitely has its funny bits. Like, right? I mean, I'd put Seinfeld and some of the other ones up there for me. But I like The Office.
so do I. I do not have. It's not true. With the exception of an inability to tolerate secondhand embarrassment, I don't have a lot of complaints about The Office. But
Gotcha.
the people that I think there's a lot of people who almost treat it as like there's a cult of The Office.
Yeah. Well, no, I know that's true. I mean, I wish my camera would not have brand new camera is completely shit in the bed. That's awesome.
You got a
Um,
new one?
well, yeah, because my other one broke, but this one is not doing very well. So, but yeah, I know there is definitely a community cult out there, which I mean, it's somewhat earned, but somewhat. Uh, I get it, but it's not my favorite show of all time. We'll just put it there. Does that make sense?
All good. Yeah, totally get it.
Oh, did I fix it? There we go. That was weird. All right, there, camera fixed. But yeah, so yeah, I am more of a Seinfeld type of guy myself as well. So
And
um,
Toriel, I see, is also a man of taste.
yeah, there you go. Yeah. So, but yeah, so cool, man. So now we're going for we went for another hour and a half, but or for another half hour. So that's cool. No, so yeah, so Ted Lasso enjoyed definitely season one a little bit more than season. Well, more not even a little bit more. Season one's much better than season two, but I enjoyed both of them. Just a little bit. The Nate stuff bothered me a little bit, but yeah. So everybody should go watch Cobra Kai for sure. If you haven't watched it, watch it. Um, Alex, you got rewatch stuff going. You said, and you said you had a few other things. Hey, it's Mr. Pips. How's your vacation, sir? I hope you're doing well. Uh, but so rewatch coming up. Well, always coming up. It seems like, right? And then you got your stats videos. You're hoping to do, yeah.
Yep. And then I think we're going to be doing a couple more. It's just Bips and Dane both decided that they have a real life this weekend, so they you know
Yeah.
decided to remove the most convenient weekend for me from the schedule. But
Yeah, well, that's how this YouTube stuff works, right? It's one of those. Everything when you're free, everybody else isn't. So it's like half the time I feel it's like I'm not trying to avoid everybody. I have to work and or I have company or whatever, right? So it's the worst thing. So um, taking a 1 week break from the rewatch. Well, the rewatch is always coming up, Pips. There's always a rewatch to be had. All right, like come on, brother. You know that's true. Uh, your brother? Well, screw your brother. No, I'm kidding, man. Hey, look, man. It's just funny how there's so many moving parts when it comes to YouTube that somebody is always busy. It's a miracle that we're ever able to hook up and do anything. But I'm glad we can here and there, and I'm glad we did this. I'm glad we got you on the stream here, even though it was sort of late, impromptu, and not sure how many people were even saw that we went live. But hey, catch the replay. It was a great. I had fun talking to you. We need to get together more often. And yeah. So you got anything else before we part, sir?
not unless you want to jump in on the fantasy football league.
Sure. Send me the link.
All right,
But
I
who's
will.
who's doing it?
I think it's just probably going to be some on the Discord server.
Yeah, man. I'm in one already. Just send me. Is it? Where are you doing it?
Uh, Phenomenal question, and one I should probably figure out tonight.
All right. Well, yeah. I already got a Yahoo one going, so yeah, I'm in for
You're
sure.
the second person that's requested Yahoo, so I think that might be the play.
I see. It's just easy. So.
Yep.
But so I'll be on Nerdportal Sunday. I promise. I have to tell the in-laws what a nerd I am and go record a YouTube video. Well, there you go. A man of passion and purpose. Uh, well, I can't promise barring disaster. Oh boy. Pips, what did you think of? Oh, did you see Nerdportal's appearance, Pips? Do we have to leave on that?
I think you throw it up one more time. It was an
Yeah,
excellent cameo.
yeah. Did you see Nerdportal's cameo? Let me see if I can find it here real quick. I had it. All right. There it is. Okay, here we go. You ready for it, Pips? Before I know you're busy, man, but this will be worth the price of admission right here. All right, here we go. There you go. So there was Nerdportal's cameo into the Rings of Power last night on that epic portion of the show where they did nothing on the beach but watch her smile and torment a horse. Look at that. The horse still looks sad. That sad, sad horse.
It's one of those things you should never do a close up on a horse. Like, horses are very majestic animals from a distance. Horses have weird faces.
Ready? There it is, right there. It's right there. Can you see it? You can't see it, Pips. It's right there. The poor horse, man. We were feeling it for the horse during the watch. It was crazy. The poor horse. The poor horse. It was like he couldn't give two Fs to be there. So, but uh, but yeah, man. So, wait, hold on. What did he say here? Which slow mo horse ride was better? Was there another one? Oh,
Yes, in the last episode of the rewatch, Moraine had a slow motion horse ride to nowhere that was equally as uneventful as Galadriel's.
are you gonna? You should put them side by side on a video there. Horse rides to nowhere. It's so bad. It's so bad. Oh man. Oh man. Weird. Also, man, he comes in here. Guy Ladriel. Yeah, I guess that's what we meant in Reporto. Sorry, buddy. Also, weird faces on horses. Fuck you, Alex. Man, he comes in here and he starts cursing.
We'll
Man,
get you
he must.
demonetized, man.
He might. Yeah, whatever. Nobody's watching anyways. We got 7. Thank you, everybody that did watch. Dempsey, I see you, brother. Thank you very much for being here, and of course, Nerporio, and we had Dobie stopped in, and Salty Texas C was here. Vic Rattlehead was here. Some of you might still be here, so thank you for watching this impromptu stream. I'm glad we did it. Oh wait, is one of these horses Shadowfax? Probably. Why not? It's got a saddle on
That
it, so I think
better
not.
not be.
Oh, YouTube hid that comment, huh? Well, YouTube is edgy the hedgy. It wasn't that bad. Did you re-unhide it? Because I can see it on the stream. Whatever. We're going down a weird road here. Now Easton's behind me doing some weird stuff. But yeah, so thank you everybody for coming. Pips, I'm glad you stopped in, man. We got when you're back, we got to get some stuff going on. So all of us, it'll be get some. I'm getting back into videos finally. So when we were trying to make some more videos, I got one that I want to make. Actually, 2 tomorrow. Will you please stop? I don't want to beat you live on camera. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You're gonna see it. Oh my gosh. Full. Oh, here we go. Full Zelda retrospective tomorrow on. Do it, really? Oh man.
Steve's got to get the belt out.
I know, right?
Steve's running his
So
mouth.
full. I know, right? So 5 glorious hours of Zelda retrospective. Thank you, Sir Pips of the Whitecloaks, for becoming a member. Uh, thank you. I appreciate it very, very much. When you guys get monetized, I hope you know I will be probably the first, I don't know, whatever level it is, but I will be there when you guys are monetized, which you will. You will. I know you will. Um, Pips is now family. Yes, that's true.
No.
That's true. He is Dragon Sworn too. I forgot to say that. It's no big dude. It's whatever, Pips. I hope you know that. It's whatever. I do appreciate it though. Um, but yeah. So Easton, you're distracting me. I'm really just you're killing me. Sorry, guys. And that and the beautiful horse with the Emporio on it. I got to take it off the screen because we should put the warg back up there. Um, but yeah, so thanks, Alex. We got to do this again more. We got to get some organized. We got to get organized, especially Pips. We got to get that other thing that we've been trying to get organized for 3 months going with the Wheel of Time stuff. So we need to get that going because we'll figure it out. We got to figure out the logistics for that because I want to do it and it just keeps getting put off. So, dude, you rock and have a real champ with been a real champ with helping us out, giving us advice, walk in the light, and hail the Lord Dragon. Well, I hope so, and thank you. I will. Oh my god, I've lost complete control. Thank you. We'll talk off stream. I appreciate you, and I'm always here to help. So, Alex, thanks for coming, man. Before I get demonetized for having my two kids beat each other in the background, uh, please like, share, and subscribe. And guys, oh my God, I have lost complete control. Thank you for the memberships and all the super chats, Lyle Hammock. Thank you very much for all your support. And hopefully we're gonna have some sort of new animation come out here soon. I got something working, so all those membership dollars are being put to good use. So, thank you very much, Dempsey. Don't laugh at me. Don't, dude. This is my world, okay? Like that back there. You see it right back there? That's my world.
Every
Uh,
time you get annoyed at Steve for not making another video, know that this is what he's preventing.
I like here. I gotta put the virtual background on, like, because it's just like, what the hell? Like, what is happening? Yeah, my streams are ultimate chaos. That's why I love them. Oh my gosh. What's Pips correct about? That I'm awesome. S tier. Hello. Only when you're here, Pips, and Alex too. But all right, I'm leaving before I get demonetized. Dempsey, thank you very much, buddy, and thank you everybody. Have a great night or day, and oh yeah, the Lord Dragon. I'm leaving. Bye guys. Thank you.